If the fact that you can't figure out your type is driving you nuts, then you're probably an INFJ. INFPs like the confusion of self-discovery. INFPs and INFJs are two personality types separated by a single letter, but surprisingly, they have no cognitive functions in common, so they're pretty different. They're kind of like Pikachu and Mimikyu. If you squint your eyes real hard, then I guess you could get confused. I mean, both types are highly creative introverts who are overly emotional crybabies, and both are idealistic dreamers with a disdain for how things currently are. So I can definitely see how you get these two types mixed up, but you're in luck. Here are 3 ways to tell the difference. Number 1, can't fit in versus can't be them. INFPs are pretty selfish. FI is kind of like the diva function. Every decision is going to be based on how they feel about it. Screw your feelings, it's all about my feelings. Good news is that one of the values of most INFPs is to make other people happy. It's for selfish FI reasons, but still. INFPs want to be the most authentic version of themselves they can be. Problem is, few people think like INFPs, and that can really make them feel alone. INFJs, on the other hand, don't really care that much about being super authentic. If they think it's for the greater good, they will gladly be as fake as an internet influencer. Well, at least at first. INFJs are super in touch with the feelings of others. So much so that they can have a hard time telling what's their emotions and what's the emotions of other people. INFJs are expert mask makers. They can make a mask to be anything they need to be, while INFPs hate masks and will do anything they can to shine through. INFJs can become so attached to the mask that they forget what's behind it, and they worry that if they take off the mask, would people like the true them? Whoever the true them is? Decision makers versus decision avoiders. INFJs like to be on solid footing. They like to be logical and come to a conclusion in a timely and orderly fashion. INFJs can be very organized and have many routines and systems in place to get this whole adulting thing down pat. INFPs, on the other hand, love exploring. Decision making just ends the fun. They don't want to be locked down to one thing. This means INFPs can be a lot more unorganized and scatterbrained than INFJs. Getting stuff done isn't exactly an INFP's strong suit. Like, I have no idea how I've been as consistent with this channel as I have been. INFPs can hold 2 seemingly opposing views at once in their head and see no problem with it. To you, liquid ice might seem like nonsense, but it makes perfect sense to them, and liquid ice would make an excellent band name. Number 3, expressing how you feel versus listening to how others feel. I've mentioned before how INFPs are really in touch with themselves. Well, it's true. INFPs know their values, and they'll tell you when you break them. INFPs may seem all sweet and ooh-woo, but we have strong opinions. If you say something we disagree, and we're friends, we're gonna tell you our thoughts. With pretty strong firmness, too. Heck, I'll even leave a comment on some videos if I get bothered enough. INFJs, on the other hand, aren't that big into values, and they won't be as judgmental, despite their final letter being a J. That's not to say INFJs don't have values, they're just not the first thing on their mind at all times. If an INFJ disagrees with you, they're gonna ask you lots of questions. They want to know why you feel that way. And an INFJ probably isn't going to try to change your views. Heck, you're likely to not even know what an INFJ really thinks. They keep it all behind that mask, remember? If you're still confused, I've made a video on both the INFP and INFJ. Click on them here. I've been TrebleKnight, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys all next time.